Hello everybody, I'm OC Disaster, and I just spent a good 2 hours or so creating tier lists for myself, my best friend, and my brother, and we all play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate together. And after those 2 hours or so, I realized time got past me because I was just having so much fun, and that got me thinking, why are creating tier lists so fun? And I think it comes down to two things: imagination and creativity. When creating tier lists, there's no specific requirements or limitations to doing so, especially your personal tier lists. It's always good to have a second opinion on whether or not your character is like really good or not so great. But in the long haul of things, you are in control of your tier list. On a competitive standpoint, on character balancing, stuff like that, there are official tier lists, quote unquote official tier lists, but I'm talking about more of the personal ones that we can customize and make for ourselves. And a lot of people do this, and I think it's absolutely great. It's a good visual, it's a good graphic or concept to allow us to see where we are or how we see ourselves in a game. And it could be any game. It doesn't have to be Super Smash Bros. It could be any fighting game, racing game, whatever you want to call it. You could even have a tier list of enemies if you want to. Your favorite enemy, most annoying enemies, right? The possibilities are endless. And I believe for me, myself personally, I just like visually looking at things. It just helps me understand. So yeah, my brother and my best friend, we were all hanging out one day. We had Smash Ultimate booted up. We had the roster up, and we each had our own like paper and pen, and we basically wrote down the characters we play, who we wanted to play, where we think they are, if they're low tier, mid tier, high tier. And then what we would do is we would discuss as a group, like, okay, you're really good with this character. Oh, I don't think you're that great with that character. And so we started to organize it, right? And of course, that got me super excited because of my OCD, organizational, whatever. It was great to just kind of categorize everything. I think that's also a little personal reason why I like tier lists so much, to add in there with the imagination and creativity. But we sat there, and then we had some question marks, right? So then we would duke it out. We would fight with characters to see where they placed, and it was just a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. For an example, this is my tier list. This is who I play as the most, or these are the characters I play as the most, and where they pretty much rank. S tier is the best character that I have to play. I don't win 100% of the time, but most of the matchups I do very well in. This is against my friends, mind you, my best friend and my brother. This isn't against people online. I still have to make that tier list eventually, and that will happen. Then underneath that is my high tier, so they still have a pretty high percentage of winning games. Then it's the mid tier, where I am pretty 50-50. Sometimes I take games, sometimes I lose games. And then I have the C tier, which is basically I just play them to kind of like troll or just play a little bit of, but I'm not fairly good. I would say I'd probably win maybe 25 to 30% of the time. I don't have a calculator. I don't know where these percentages are coming up. You're just going to have to forgive me. And then all the other characters are just unknown. I don't play all the characters enough to really know where to rank them. Maybe I'll do some ultimate tier list eventually. So yeah, that's going to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. It was a little bit of a shorter video, not usually what I do, but I just figured while I was making this tier list, I would just record and make a video because I'm really excited about it. So what are your games that you like to play? Do you make tier lists? Let me know in the comments.